This is part B of the Khoodeelaar television channel, broadcast on the internet under the banner of Baby Angel Geronimo editions. And this is part B on Wednesday, the 30th of August 2023. The Baby Angel Geronimo is the witness to the injustices, to the criminality, to the evilness of decision makers in the United Kingdom state. And Baby Angel Geronimo has been fighting the liars based at DEFRA, but not confined to DEFRA. The liars in the House of Commons, the liars in the so-called government fronted by Boris Johnson, the liars in the so-called media, free media, and the liars in the so-called opposition Labour Party, Keir Starmer et al. The Baby Angel Geronimo is absolutely, totally impartial. And in the impartial role, Baby Angel Geronimo brings the truth out, reporting the truth and nothing but the truth. Similar to the record of the truth being made by the two angels sitting on the two shoulders of human beings. Those angels' testimony would be produced on the day of judgment as the evidence. Nothing will be conjectured, nothing would be hazard based on guess hazarded. The Baby Angel Geronimo was born in New Zealand in the last 10 years, and he grew up there. And in 2017, he was invited by a woman called Helen MacDonald, living in South Gloucestershire in England. So Baby Angel Geronimo arrived in the United Kingdom in 2017, and Baby Angel Geronimo trusted Helen MacDonald's competence and her knowledge and her experience when she allowed in good faith the DEFRA agency or agencies concerned to put the Baby Angel Geronimo through a totally false test. By false test, I mean in order to determine whether the Baby Angel Geronimo was infected with any illness, especially the thing called bovine tuberculosis. The agencies of the DEFRA criminality created a false physical situation in the body of Baby Angel Geronimo, so that the test that they would do would produce the wrong result. to receive from Newham Council 5,400, 4,000 pounds, 5,400 pounds. Now, Newham Council is fronted by a woman called the elected mayor. Her name is Roxana Fiaz. And she replaces the previous holder of the post, Robin Wales, who stayed in that post from 2002 to 2018 for 16 years. In a live television program, I challenged Robin Wales on the 14th of March 2018, and I said that under his incumbency as the mayor at the expense of the borough of Newham, Newham Council had become the most unaccountable, most corrupt council in all of this country. Robin Wales did not succeed in denying that assertion I made on the 14th of March 2018. Now, Robin Wales also lied on that program, quite apart from the various false assertions. He lied when he responded to my challenge that if he thought, as he was claiming he did, that the housing crisis in the borough of Newham under his incumbency had been made very difficult by the Conservative government reducing £100 million from Newham Council's budget every year. So I said to him that if he thought that the government had done wrong, he could challenge the government in the court of law. And the short answer Robin Wales gave on that program was that he was advised not to. He was advised by lawyers. So I said to him, I wanted to see the advice. Would he let me see the advice? Would he let me see the written advice? And Robin Wales said on that program that he would. Now that was on the 14th of March 2018, and today it is the 30th of August 2023. So if you start from 2018, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, it's 6 calendar years. And Robin Wales has not let me see the so-called legal advice. Reason I wanted to see the legal advice was that as a constitutional law campaigner for decades, I know, and I knew on the 14th of March 2018, that no legal advice could be sustained. That is to say, no legal advice could be justified in preventing a local council like Newham Council from challenging the government's policy in a court of law. That is very serious. So Robin Wales lied, and then Roxana Fias came in at the election that took place in May 2018, and then she has been re elected on the 5th of May 2022. Now, one of the slogans that Roxana Fias has been brainwashed into spreading, spewing by somebody, is that people are at the heart of everything we do. Now, that statement is such a stupid statement that you could have anything. And it doesn't cost you anything, and it doesn't make you hold yourself up for accountability. It gives the impression that Newham Council administration under Roxana Fias is honest and is accountable. That is not. This report about the mold and the housing ombudsman ordering Newham Council to pay this individual £5,400 is a very rare event indeed. The housing ombudsman Richard Blakeway said there were significant failings throughout this case, which left the resident living with damp and mold for an unreasonable amount of time. That is the housing ombudsman. The housing ombudsman is quoted as saying, on multiple occasions throughout the course of the complaint, a lack of proactive action and poor communication, both with resident and internally, contributed to significant delays. Mr. Blakeway said the council took too long to arrange temporary accommodation and took ages to respond to the resident about his damaged belongings. He added, despite repeated issues with communications from his repairs team, the landlord did not change its approach and take ownership of the resolution of its issue. And then Richard Blakeway continues, I welcome Newham's response to the lessons from this report and its extensive efforts to put in place a stronger and more proactive approach in addressing damp and mold. Newham Council said in a statement, our priority is providing safe, decent homes for our residents and dealing with any issues brought to our attention swiftly, effectively, and with compassion. We apologize unreservedly for failing to meet our high standards in this instance. We fully accept the Ombudsman's findings and have acted on each of the orders made. We have also found alternative accommodation for the household. That's a pack of lies by Newham Council because it's not an exceptional one off case. Their own high standards is a ludicrous contradiction. They have no standards, let alone high standards. And they have got it took 3 years. If they had any standards, they would not have made the resident go to the ombudsman and go through the ordeal of over 3 years. When Ruxana Fiaz appeared in 2018, November 2018, 12th of November 2018, at a gathering held in the Canning Town area, Barking Road, attended by the United Nations visiting envoy on extreme poverty and housing in the United Kingdom. She was told of a case involving council social workers denying help to desperately hungry woman, single mother, who was trying to escape a violent partnership. When the mother told the meeting her experience, Roxana Fiaz staged a stunt apology. And she said she was apologizing to the mother. Well, that's a lie. Because although this happened in 2018, this incident of the mold is now being reported in August 2023, which is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 6 calendar years later. So Roxana Fiaz is lying, and she was lying then, and she has been lying since. When I challenged Robin Wales on other aspects of corruption necessarily created by the first mayor post and position on a local council, Robin Wales did not have any answer except to appear to give answers which were completely not credible. So how many letters does Roxana Fiaz need to be sent to her before she even acknowledges a particular issue? Well, our campaign can confirm that we have sent Roxana Fiaz hundreds, more than 2,000 communications concerning one particular, let's say, it says household, and Roxana Fiaz has not resolved it. She has not acknowledged it. So, what we shall be doing is, of course, continue updating on this and diagnose this further in due course. Now, In today's Communist Party of Great Britain, Morning Star, there is similar corrupt behavior about the environment by the UK central government. And the heading in the Morning Star says Tory plan to axe river pollution rules won't fix housing crisis. Now that's a two-pronged contradictory statement, which is not the fault of the Morning Star on this occasion, because what the Conservatives are doing, they're saying that to improve the environment, you have to make the environment even worse than it is. That to make people healthy, you have to make people sicker. Effectively, that is what they're doing. And the fact that the entire water system in the United Kingdom, especially across England and Wales, is totally contaminated by pollution. And instead of improving the regulation, they're removing the regulation from the water companies. It shows that the UK central government, fronted by Rishi Sunak, and the environment is partly fronted by Michael Gove as the levelling up Secretary of State. So these are unfit people, unfit for purpose, stupid, ignorant, illogical, irrational, and unable to think logically, competently. So we shall be updating on all of these because there are too many issues involved in this, but this is just a contextual short part B. We shall continue on all the relevant issues.